The transition from winter to early spring is the time when the trees start their new yearly cycle of growth. One of the very first to begin this process is the birch. But this yearly growth demands a lot of energy. To sustain its buds and help them open into leaves, a very interesting process takes place. Very early in the spring, when temperatures still swing between freezing at night and above freezing during the day, birch trees wake from their dormant state and begin drawing the sap they stored in their roots over winter, pulling it up into the branches. Birch sap is the clear, watery fluid that flows through the trees at this time of year. Packed with minerals and nutrients, it carries energy up into the branches to help the leaf buds grow. During this short window of about 2 weeks, when the temperatures line up just right, birch sap can be easily collected. Let's walk through the process so you can try it too. Just remember, only tap a birch tree if it's on your own land or if you have the owner's permission to do so. Here, we're in my late grandparents' countryside garden. Harvesting birch sap correctly doesn't harm the tree, but you need to be mindful of a few important steps. Your tools need to be clean, better yet disinfected, and you need to be patient. Start by drilling a hole just above the base of the trunk. You can use a hand drill or an electric one. Drill at a slight upward angle, no deeper than 5 centimeters, or about 2 inches. There's no need to go deeper. The living tissue you're aiming for lies just beneath the bark, in the outer layers of the trunk where the softwood is. The hardwood in the center is already dead tissue, and reaching it could harm the tree by risking infection and rot from the inside. Drill slowly to stay in the safe zone, and stop as soon as you see a few drops of sap starting to drip. Remove the drill and insert a clear tube that's close in size to the hole. Even a drinking straw can work if you use a thinner drill bit. Once the tube is fitted snugly, you should see the sap slowly starting to flow. Feed the other end of the tube into a bottle. Using one with a narrow neck will help keep out debris. From here, it's a lengthy process. It can take several hours to gather any significant amount. You can also leave it overnight. How much sap you collect will depend on the size and health of the tree, the temperatures, and even the time of day. Birch sap looks clear, like water, and has a very subtle sweet taste. It flows out of the tree cold, and if you drink it on the spot, it's incredibly refreshing. Tapping birch trees is a time-honored tradition, especially in Northern and Eastern Europe, as well as parts of Japan, China, and North America. Birch sap is naturally rich in manganese and magnesium, and it's considered a wonderful spring tonic, a boost of vitamins and minerals from nature, right when the body needs it most after a long winter. Once you are done, it's important to plug the hole so the tree doesn't keep bleeding sap. To protect it from infections, carve a living branch down to size and use it as a plug. Make sure it fits snugly and no sap is leaking around it. And remember, don't overdo it. If you want to collect more sap, simply move to another tree. As a general guideline, you can safely tap 1 hole for every 25 centimeters or about 10 inches of trunk diameter, but no more than 3 holes per tree. Birch sap is best when fresh out of the tree, but it can also be preserved for a few days in the fridge or even the freezer for longer periods. After a while, it will turn cloudy and white and start to smell sour. So your best bet is to enjoy it fresh. Cheers!